get along. All right, we are what? A month in now.
A month in.
All right, so baby's a month pregnant now. We're 4 weeks. Tell them about the process, because actually when we put in the embryo, it was already...
So, yes. So after they create the embryo, it stayed frozen for about 3 weeks. So it was 3 weeks old when we actually did the implant. So we did the implant, and then you have to wait 10 days to make sure that it took, that you're pregnant.
Yeah, that's technical. That's even more so than before when we said, hey, we're...
It's like a waiting game,
Yes,
like
it's
I
a
said.
waiting game.
Yeah, you always gotta wait for something, and it gets a little stressful. But it worked, and once the implant is done, if it takes it, obviously you're like 5 weeks pregnant.
So just to let you know,
So
it
it's a
did
month.
take, it's over a
5
month
weeks.
now,
Yeah.
5 weeks.
Uh-huh.
It's okay, things are good. Our little boy is growing. And again, I think just to say it again, there's a lot of waiting. Hurry up and waiting. So the embryo was frozen for a while to get ready. And then implanted, that was a stressful thing because you got to wait until.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can lose this baby at any time. You know, when the implant
Just based on
happens, it might
stress.
not take. So
Yeah.
even though that you got this embryo that's perfect and everything's genetically tested and everything is great, still might not work.
Right.
But we got through that, and we're at 5 weeks now.
We were lucky enough that it took. So we're so excited.
Food-wise now, talk to them about food and how you're eating the first month.
Well, I'm hungry, so I'm eating. You know, I didn't really create a meal plan, which I thought actually that I was going to have a meal plan, but it's so hard to stay on a meal plan because you're hungry. So you gotta eat. You gotta eat
Yeah,
for
that
the
was one of the
baby.
things that we talked about going into this, that, hey, we're going to set you up on a meal plan, stay
Right.
with these hours. But now here's the great thing about it. When the baby is hungry, the baby is hungry. And
Okay.
you're going to get actually hungry or nauseous. And that is actually the baby being hungry and needing to
Right.
feed. So at that point, she's eating.
And I feel drained, like no energy, as if it just started. So I'm getting sleepy, I'm hungry. Obviously, I stopped drinking coffee now. I went back to no working out, making sure that the pregnancy stays, everything is good. And
We're
Yeah.
not going to train for the first 3 months.
yeah, hopefully I'll get back to it earlier, but as of right now, it's no training.
Yeah, I'm going to hopefully try to keep her off of lifting actually through the whole first trimester, no training. The first trimester is the hardest part. You can lose the baby for just tons of reasons, and one of the things is stress or too much exercise or lifting heavy objects. So no more
Right.
lifting me and no working out. And the great thing about that is right now, let the body relax.
Yeah.
Let it
It
do.
is so hard for me because I like going out, doing stuff. I don't know, even like going food shopping, Costco, let's say, and I want to lift a case of water. I just go and I stop. I'm like, okay, I shouldn't lift this, and ask for help. But
Little things you don't
It's
even think
hard,
about,
yeah.
like you picking up teddy bear or
Yeah.
anything like that, and we're like, no, don't do it. But again, just for you guys that are going to go through this process, understand, take it easy right now, and really accept that you're going to take it easy and eat. Something is growing inside of you. It's a beautiful thing. It's an amazing thing, and just let the body tell you. And if you listen to it, it is telling you. If you're tired, sleep. If you're hungry, eat.
exactly, and we're still with our IVF doctor. In a couple of months here, we're going to be moving over to our OBGYN.
What is he doing
So,
now for you right now?
I
In the
literally,
first month, first month, 2 months.
yeah, I actually go in every week for an ultrasound to make sure that everything is going well with the.
So he's
Baby.
actually
Yeah.
modeling already,
Oh yeah,
and these are like good headshots.
yeah, great headshots, just like Daddy.
Yeah, there we go. Hi, baby.
But yeah, I go in every week. We do ultrasounds, we do blood work. we're keeping track of my hypothyroid, making sure that that's where it needs to be. So it's a lot of blood work, a lot of stuff.
What's going on with the medication for the thyroid?
I am taking some sort of medicine, but once a day, and it's been working. It's been normal. It's been actually balanced out where it needs to be. But
Okay, so the thyroid medicine was switched up months ago for possible pregnancy. So there is thyroid medicine if you are pregnancy. One of the things is you may hear is if you're going to be pregnant and you have a thyroid that's messed up, you can't deliver or have a baby. That's not true. You can.
They have, they have medicine that it's made for, especially for women that are pregnant. So they could take the medicine and kind of keep in track and balance their thyroid out. So that's what I'm taking.
So that's what you're doing
Yeah,
now. And
yeah.
again, it is
working.
working.
Yeah.
So this is something hopefully none of you guys have to deal with. Hopefully the previous videos helped you and warned you of doctors putting you on too much medication to get pregnant and messing up your body. But unfortunately, we're going to deal with it, and we are dealing with it, and it's working out okay for right now.
Right. As of right now, we're just gonna be taking it easy. The doctor told me no exercise, no coffee, no alcohol, obviously, and just relax, sleep, and eat. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Food-wise, what is the breakdown of the foods when you are eating meals?
gosh.
Not so much your snacks. You can tell them after, but what is like the protein intake? What is your fats? What is your carbs?
I eat a lot of steak, red meat. I do chicken. I don't really do much fish for some reason. I'm just not craving fish. So I.
But
I
don't they
have-
talk about fish and?
Well, you're not supposed to eat raw seafood, let's say, for example, or like bottom fish, I guess
Bottom
it's called.
fish?
Yeah. Well, you're pregnant, you're not supposed to eat that. So, you know what? I'm not even eating any fish. I'm just not in the mood for fish right now, but I'm in the mood for red meat.
I'm trying to think.
Steak, baked potatoes, as you know. Rice. Gosh, I eat rice like 5 times a day. I do
How
French
much is
fries
that?
at
How
home.
much is it? A cup? A half a cup?
I do a cup per
Cup.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So you're eating 5 cups of rice a day.
Mm-hmm. 5 cups of rice.
That's more than
I have not really used the barbecue as much as I started using it now. It's crazy because I'm craving.
Which I love.
I'm craving red meat steak. So keep it in mind though, the steak has to be cooked through. So I'm a steak eater. I like it medium rare to medium. That's the only part of it that I'm like, but I'm getting used to it. So it has to be cooked through, like completely.
Sorry about leaving that out
So,
earlier. But yeah, everything with the meats has to be cooked really well.
Right.
So it's odd for me to hear her say, what is it? What is
Well
it?
done.
Well done. Steak, well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
At a nice
all the
restaurant.
steak, well
And
done.
the
They
waiter
look at you
looks at you
weird.
like, oh my, you have no clue. So that is something I'm trying to figure out prior to being pregnant. Were you a fish person?
Yeah, I ate fish, of course. I ate a lot of salmon. I did a tilapia. I loved sushi, like going out, a
Yeah, I'm
cheat
just trying to
day.
think of,
But
I'm going off of more of the aspect of when you were home and you were dieting, what was your go-to meats? And if I remember correctly, it was more chicken and steak.
it was chicken and steak, absolutely. But I would definitely go for a little bit of salmon, whatever fish we had
I
there.
never think of salmon as fish because it's like the
No.
dessert of fish in a sense.
I think of it as fish, and I love
I'm
shrimp.
such a
I love-
bodybuilder, I think fish is purely white
No.
fish,
No,
you know.
it's not.
low fat. Okay, so
Yeah.
that takes care of that. Again, I know that you want to train, but again, I recommended by the doctor and recommended by me. Here's the great thing
No
about
training.
not training at a period of time, especially right now. But you can also utilize this information for when you are training for yourself. There's got to be an off season. There's got to be a time where you back down your training and workouts. And for right now, we are utilizing this time to take her calories up to a high level and take her training down to a low level or no level in her case. Because we can always, remember, her body is going to adapt to that. So when she does go back to exercise, how fast she will react getting back into shape. That's a key point. And I know that's just very different
It is.
than the majority of society that you see online, that everybody is training like animals through their pregnancy. And to me, that doesn't make sense, just because you're going to be taking energy away from the child growing, and you're going to be tiring out yourself. Because remember, you're moving for two now, and I would rather take that time and back down so I can go to it harder when you come off. Because you can't train at 100% all the time. So if you're training at 100% during pregnancy, when you come off, your body's already used to you running the 2 miles, 3 miles a day, and it's
Right.
already used to you working out for an hour a day because you did it through your whole pregnancy. So there's not going to be a huge transformation. You're going to really have to diet it off relative to exercise it off.
I'm so happy that I haven't done any cardio in a long time. I really am.
You haven't
And,
done cardio prior to this
No, I have not done cardio.
for a year?
Gosh, at least or more.
I would say
Uh,
you
yeah,
got a
and-
you got a fast metabolism already. So yeah, that's one
Because
of the
now,
things.
the only thing that I'm thinking is that when I will start working out and dieting and doing what I have to do after the baby, it's gonna come right off.
Well, I'm hoping. I'm hoping. No, it will. It's going to get right off. So that's it. That's the beginning of the first trimester. We will talk to you guys more later.
See you later.